This video is brought to you in part by Cutting Edge Supply Company. Cutting Edge Supply is your one-stop shop for all things lapidary and jewelry making tools. Cutting Edge Supply Company has a wide selection of lapidary equipment, jewelry making tools, findings, gemstone rough, and much, much more. Cutting Edge Supply is a company ran by jewelers and lapidaries for jewelers and lapidaries. Check out Cutting Edge Supply. I love them and you will too. Make sure to use product code LapidaryDave in checkout to directly support the channel. All right.
So this is the Oceanview Mine.
What's going on here?
Well, there's a pay dig, and you go to the center to where they bring the tailings down from the mine. You go there, and you're supposed to spend 10 seconds there, and you fill your bucket up, and then you come back to your table, and you screen through it.
And what do they find here?
Well, we're going to go down and find out. Tourmaline, crystals, all kinds of goodies.
Awesome. So it's pretty much they bring the pay dirt and you sift it.
Correct. It's a. There are other digs here that you can actually go up to the mine and dig and work off of, out of the mine. But this is like more family orientated, and I have a lot of fun every time I do this.
Nice and safe for the kids.
Absolutely.
You say it's $70?
Well, we'll have to check the price, but yes, I believe that's a $70 fee to dig.
So where is it actually coming from?
It is, well, we'll have to take the tour, but it's back up in behind this hill here. It's the actual mines, and we'll get a full-blown tour of that, I believe.
Awesome. Did you find anything yet?
All of this over here.
Oh, nice.
We actually found a really nice one. It's a clear one. It's inside all my mess, but let me see if I can find it. It has like a rainbow on the inside.
Oh, look at that pink one. Is that a piece of tourmaline?
We have a few in there.
That's so much fun.
Oh, it is. I'll see if I find it.
Did this come out of there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all of that is smoky quartz.
Have you folks been here before?
No, first time. It's been so much fun.
How did you hear about it?
Online.
Yeah, it was online.
We actually wanted to go to the one they do tomorrow, but it sounds like they sold out. So we won't be able to go. But
Do you find anything cool?
Do you mind if I look at some of this stuff?
Yeah. So my story is, I bring people here. So I kind of found it in the tribe, and I'm like, hey, you guys want to go? Every time I bring them, they always argue. I mean, I find stuff cool.
Do you folks just collect, or do you do anything like jewelry-wise?
Collect. Just for fun. Pretty raw.
Oh, yeah.
What about you?
I do a little bit of everything, but I don't think I'd want to cut them up,
Oh,
They look good as is.
Yeah, but anyways, and then that day, of course.
How long have you been working to get all this stuff that you have here?
I would wish you luck, but I don't want to push
we got here at...
I'm gonna.
What time did we
Yeah,
get
so
here?
you don't know what the different things are.
When we started? And then we started over there searching for some stuff. Ended up over here.
That looks like a piece. That wasn't that one you
So
had
what
there.
you just go bring the bucket here and dump it right here?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We grab the bucket, we toss it in here, and then pretty much we start with the bigger pieces, then we go with move on to the smaller pieces underneath kind of thing, That's pretty much it.
And you got like. Yeah. That's a good one.
I think the nicest one so far are some of these ones. Or even some like.
This one's some of the Peter ones.
Yes.
And that was a really nice color to it right
Oh,
there.
look at that.
Yeah, I got all kinds of them. So, well, good luck. I hope you find them. I hope you find a bunch. And I don't know if this will help or not, but I like putting it in the sun.
Oh, so you
And
can
you
see.
can really.
Oh, that's
see the shine, and it just makes it a little easier.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, look at that.
When I come here, it's just like, how many buckets can I, get?
Yeah.
How many buckets can
Where I live
get
in
my stream?
Taos, New Mexico, there's a mine of this.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and it's a little different. It's because it's got white beryl in it, and so it'll be pink.
Okay,
Where this is like pretty beautiful purple.
It is. Is it also like an open mic?
The college owns it, and they let you over there for free.
Oh, no.
Keep it up.
So if you're ever in Taos, look up the Lapidary mine.
Yeah, definitely will.
It's a lot of work, though.
Yeah.
Ooh, what'd you find?
I don't know. It's a quartz.
There's a little speck of purple there,
Yeah.
and a little pinkish piece here. Some pink right there. Maybe you'll hit the honey hole.
We'll see.
What's your favorite stuff that you're finding out of here?
It's definitely clay. I found, what did I find? I found this one like cool purple. Like, dry up. What is it? Oh, did you find this one? Or did I? This one. Here you go.
I think you found that
Yeah,
one.
if you get wet. There you go. It's a nice one.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's pretty dope.
Cool piece of lapidolite.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, you should find a lapidary to make you like a nice pendant or something.
That's cool.
Like peak season. You're a fan, I guess.
Hello.
So he's here every week, basically. Yeah, show him. Yeah.
Looks nice and fresher.
Is that Aquamarine?
Yeah.
Whoa, and look at that. Jeez. Holy smokes, I didn't even know there was Aquamarine out here.
You should talk to Steve. Somebody found a big kunzite.
Oh, wow.
Nice chunky piece.
Is that what's around your neck?
Yeah, that's kunzite.
Oh, wow. Oh, my.
I'll save the pieces that you're gonna play with, like the cap and stuff. Some of them turn out pretty good.
I bet the lapidolite cuts really well and easy.
But like perfect, it comes out trippy.
Oh, wow. So this comes from inside the mine itself?
Oh yeah. Yeah, this was all in hard rock. This is complex granite pegmatite. So it's a granite mountain that pushed up through another granite mountain, released a bunch of magma that brought mineral dikes to the surface. And we just go through those dikes and we find pockets of this wherever there was turbulence.
Oh, wow.
The magma creates a turbulence that makes gas bubbles, and those are the gem pockets.
Oh, man.
So yeah, these will be right in there, and you know, these are all tourmalated. You see the black tourmalines in there.
The little man here has a question for you.
Oh yeah, what's up? Oh, those are all tourmalines. That's colored tourmaline. Let me see my light real quick.
Oh, that's a great one.
Kind of see the pink inside, but they're blue on the outside, so it's not quite watermelon. We call that bicolor, but it's the same idea as a watermelon. That's very cool, man.
Like almost the same.
Yeah, watermelon would just be green on the outside. Like if you cut a watermelon in half, you know there's the green skin and then the pink inside. That's what it looks like. Yeah, that one's just blue and pink, but it's still super cool. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not called watermelon.
Oh, it's just so good.
Yeah. Yeah, these tourmalated quartzes are cool. When you see the jewelry they make off of these,
Yeah, that is
that's
wild.
It looks unreal. It's like a little window with like just these needles passing through. And it's just, I mean, I say it a lot, but nature always impresses me.
Oh, yeah. Once you think you've seen it all, huh?
Oh yeah, there's always something new. There's 100 new minerals found every year.
Tripping.
Yeah, there's over 4,000. So never know what you'll find. You'll never know the structure or the shape. I mean, when they say every stone's different or no two are alike, they really mean it. Okay, you know Steve Carter's girl, Carolyn?
I don't.
Carolyn, she just had a stroke, so they named the pocket after her.
Oh, what a blessing.
She literally worked with us like a week before her stroke, too. And yeah, these are all some of the undamaged crystals from that pocket. That was our latest pocket. Kind of back, like Roland Reed's old tunnel in the Elizabeth R. It came up and the floor rock kind of stopped him. We came around the backside and accidentally blew a hole between the tunnels. And that's right where the Carolyn pocket is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Meeting of the minds.
Exactly. And hopefully where his floor rock stopped him on the other side of that, maybe we'll find some barrels. He's getting some aquas and some morganite and stuff. So, yeah, it should be pretty exciting to get back in there. So, this is some of these are Himalaya, and there's a couple Brazilian in there. So these actually came from Ramona, but Jeff and Steve Carter dug these out back in the 90s.
There's some kunzite and trifan from here.
We got some Paula Chief quartz down here.
That's a great name.
The Paula Chief?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is Paula a name of a native tribe here?
Yeah. we have the Pala Reservation right down below us,
Oh, cool.
and they pretty much own everything all around.
Are these from here?
I don't believe so. Maybe one or two, but not like the ones in there. And then check this out. Got some beauties in here as well. I love this. I showed this to the crystal
look
collector.
at that.
Isn't that amazing?
That's fantastic.
Just a big old piece. And you know, kunzite and morganite were discovered on this mountain by Tiffany and Company.
Oh, I did not know that at all.
Yeah, so this came from the same mountain that this stone was discovered on.
I wonder, so at the Tucson show, there's a necklace that goes for, I believe, 100 and something. I think they wanted over about a, it's ridiculous. I want to say it's like $100 million. And it's something like designed by Picasso's family, and it's a giant kunzite, like huge. And I believe he made it for a commemorative piece for Tiffany's. I think it's one of the most expensive pieces in Tucson. I wonder if it's from here.
It could be. We
But
have a
it's
picture
really
of
old.
George Kuntz in front of our tunnel here, holding a piece of kunzite, you know?
Oh, weird.
Like, he came from New York. He was here in 1907. And, isn't that cool?
Oh, that's stunning.
In Clevelandite and Muscovite. Let's see what else we got here. This might be a morganite. Nah, that's it. Oh, it is. Yeah. So this was also discovered. They named this after J.P. Morgan, the banker.
Really?
He financed Tiffany and Company's dig out here.
Oh my.
Yeah, and many others. And then he had a huge mineral collection from them.
Interesting.
So,
I've never
yeah,
heard that before.
Isn't that crazy? Just here
Very
in
crazy.
SoCal.
Wow, that's crazy affordable.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
No, we have prices where people with shops come and buy our stuff and sell it in their shop. Because they know they can get double, triple.
Yeah, this definitely quadruple at least.
Yes.
Very awesome.
And check this out too. We have some from our latest pocket just down in here. Not here. Got some Himalaya tourmalines. Not here. Not there. There we go.
Whoa.
Yeah, so this is all from our latest pocket as well. But you see the structure? Some of them have a blue tint. We've been calling these blue quartz. They have these micro blue tourmalines.
What?
Yeah.
Can you find one?
I think Lauren has
These are
one.
out of Elizabeth R. mine.
Yeah. Lauren may have one right outside, but I don't know if there's any like in here. And if there are, she would know where. There may be some in here. She has them all separated right now for cleaning. Oh, I love this one. Check this one out.
Whoa.
I'm actually gonna buy this. I think it has my name on it. Yeah. But see, it's the normal crystal structure on this side, but then it has like the crazy structure inside. Little dusty, but just such a rad, unique piece. And like we have stuff like this on the mountain all the time, just with these cool, like unique formations. You know, like you don't see this too many places.
When you get it home, you think you'll clean it or do you think you'll leave it?
I'm just gonna water clean it.
Nice.
Just soak it, just to get the dust out because it's been in the shop a little while.
What's your name?
Steve. Just past these cones, we're on mining claim heading down to the original portal of the Oceanview mine that started this VDIG back in the late 90s. On the way down, there's a few geological features I like to point out as to why we're here and what made this part of San Diego County's famous mining district. So on our right, you can see some native granite mountains, and what I mean by that is all over Southern California, you're typically going to run into that.
Yeah.
There's a few exceptions here and there. But more importantly, what's underneath that, from the desert above San Bernardino all the way through into Mexico, there's a giant pegmatite batholith. And then everywhere where there's mountain building processes, you can actually have intrusive mountains push up into a mountain range. We're on the Peninsula mountain range with Palomar like 20-some miles behind us. But here we have Queen Mountain, Chief that we're on, Ariar behind us. These are the three biggest producers in the district. And in the 1800s, a geologist saw this, set it all on fire, and exposed enough minerals for 73 mines to get claimed up, making this the famous mining district. To this day, we're the last active commercial mine where we're blasting, but we do have 4 mines on the property.
Let me interrupt there and ask a question.
Yeah.
So you said from the upper desert, which is where I live, down to San Diego,
all the way through to Mexico.
To Mexico. There's a pegmatite
batholith.
Okay.
So it's underneath.
And then these mountains came up, pushed it up, and now you're accessing it because these mountains brought it up.
Exactly.
And so if we could tunnel down and we could find all kinds of stuff down there,
it'd be pretty darn deep though.
Oh no, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
So there's potential for it anywhere, super deep. But this was lifted up, and now you guys can access it.
It's exposed to the surface.
And you say they burnt it and exposed 73 mines worth of...
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
I'll go into that a little more too.
Yeah.
As we go to different stages, I can talk about how the minerals get up and everything.
Got it. Well, sorry for interrupting.
Oh, no worries at all. Yeah.
My mind just gets spinning. So.
Yeah. So here's Portal 1 of the Oceanview. This started out as a pegmatite dike. And what I mean by that is when the mountains push up from underneath, there's magma even well below that makes its way up to the surface. We find the ends of those, and the path that it took, that ends up being our tunnel. And everywhere where it twists and turns and churns, you have gas bubbles. And those are the empty pockets that the gems form in.
Yeah.
That's how we get these empty pockets in solid granite. So that's part of the process itself. It's not just the mountains pushing up, but the release of the magma bringing the minerals out.
Understood.
And then we just find the ends of those.
Do you still produce out of this mine, or is...
I'll get into that over there. There is a story about this.
All right.
But it is still a producer.
Got it.
Yeah. And for this one, we went about 120 feet before the first crystals were found. The vein cut to the right, we hit our Kahuna 1, our 49er pocket, all that. Just killer zones across this area between portals 1 and 2. We still have dirt laid out from 18 years ago. In 2004, from that Kahuna pocket, we'll throw scoops up at the VDIG every so often, and people will find our dark purple dune-site that we're famous for.
Oh, I saw a piece of that. Yeah. So this is all those piles were something that you occasionally mix into your VDIG.
Yes.
Beautiful.
100%. Here's Portal 2. Portal 3's down below. We have over a mile of tunnel here in the Oceanview, and then we're 1,300 feet on the vein itself. So what I mean by that, if my arm's a vein, we just kind of go back and forth on it. We got to get vehicles in there, and we pay special attention to any bends or curves where those pockets got created. So in the Oceanview, we are temporarily shut down right now. If you go on our Instagram page, it's the very first post I posted. I'm in there with Steve Carter, and there's just this big body of water. Our pegmatite holds water on top. Our well's only 140 feet compared to our neighbor at 1,600 feet. You know, we're actually holding water.
Right.
You know, so it's just going to keep filling. We're going to siphon that out, figure it out. But until then, we're up at the Elizabeth R, which is just that road right there, named after Roland Reed's daughter. And then we have a couple surface workings on the Pala Chief side. I'll point that all out on the other side. But that's where all our dirt's coming from.
Beautiful.
What is the Instagram?
Oceanview Gem Mine.
Should have guessed.
Right.
Thank you so much for this custom tour.
Oh, of course. If you look down there, that's our staging area. That's how far down we made it. So if you go in the tunnel, turn left, go a couple hundred feet, that's where that water is.
Got it.
So there's manganese and montmorillonite all over the wall. That's evidence for morganite and kunzite. So we're excited to get back in there, but we absolutely have to deal with that water first.
Right.
There's going to be no way to muck anything. We could get our drills and stuff over there, because it's all water powered, hydraulic powered. But if we're going to muck or remove any kind of pocket material, we're going to be swimming, you know?
Yes. You can't swim in your operation.
Exactly. And M-Shaw would.
Yes, M-Shaw would have something to say, yes.
Yeah. So here's two surface workings. This is what the magma brings up. I'm going to stop at this far one. It's a little more exposed. So what we got going on here is just literally what the magma brought up. This is the dike. And it's mostly feldspar. Feldspar is the most common mineral on Earth.
Right.
You know, so you're going to see a lot of that around here. But that thin line there, that's complex granite pegmatite. And what I mean by that is it's granite with a higher water content. So each individual grain grows to 9 millimeters or larger. That's the official definition. And when you have that, you're going to have crystals. Silica is the second most common mineral on Earth. So in this complex geology, you're going to have these killer quartz crystals. Big giant ones come out of pegmatites. Now on top of that, we have black tourmaline instead of amphibole and biotite mica. That's the little black spots in granite. When you have that, now you have a gem-bearing pegmatite. And that's why they set everything on fire. It wasn't for quartz crystals as big as they can be in a pegmatite, but for gemstones. And here you can actually see where a pocket was. There's some mud left over.
Oh, is this the red area right there near the surface?
Exactly.
Oh, you can just see it. Yeah.
The reason we have mud in our pockets, in California we're lucky. When a pocket forms, you have these fluids that the crystals grow out of. Those can actually erode the crystals. So in California we have earthquakes, it ruptures the pocket, that all leaks out, you're left with these prime crystals.
Got it.
Now water will bring a very fine silt in from the top, it fills with mud, and that protects them from later damage, and then that's why we have to pick crystals out of these mud balls. So
What a fun job that must be.
Yeah.
You get to do that yourself, right?
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
So yeah, that's what it looks like.
And this isn't an area where clients can come dig. This is part of your actual mining operation.
This is part of it, yeah.
And
sometimes Pala Chief diggers will walk over here, but then we just escort them out. Yeah, they're not supposed to come out this way. Here's the Pala Native Reservation. You can see the casino right there as a landmark.
Oh, yeah.
Where the 76 is. So just up from there, this is Queen Mountain. This is the mountain I pointed out earlier. So that's the home of 3 historic mines in this area. That low cut there, that's the historic lithium mine. And some of our guys, including Steve Carter, they worked there in the 80s up until 96 when they lost their blast permit.
And this is straight in front of us, right?
Yeah, just that whole road.
Got it.
And they said it's so rich, you can't leave the tunnel without a 5-gallon bucket full of tourmaline, which is just unheard of. You know what I mean? You go up from there, those 2 roads, that's the tourmaline queen. We have specimens like the rabbit ear, the candelabra that came out of there. Back in the day, they had these soda can sized tourmalines that were like dark red, dark blue caps, just unreal,
wow.
You know? Same height, other sides, the tourmaline king. They say the road from the king to Temecula is paved in tourmalines. And what they mean by that is the old explosives cart would come in, drop off the dynamite, they'd fill it with stone, every bump they hit, it would shake tourmalines out of the cart and just litter the ground. So to this day, we can still find them on the ridge line. Ridges erode a little faster. And I mean, they're colorful, beautiful tourmalines, big, like shotgun slug size pieces.
And these two mines are not operational now, correct?
They're being hand dug right now. One of them is.
Got it.
The King's being hand dug and some power tools. And the Queen is shut down right now, and so is the Store Lithium mine.
What history?
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. And then behind us, we have our own historic mine. We have the Pala Chief, which is right up here behind our Miners Inn. So Tiffany and Company, they were here in the 1900s. They discovered two stones they couldn't identify, so they gave them to their gemologist, Dr. George Frederick Kuntz. He named kunzite after himself. It's a lithium variety of spodumene. The lithium addition to that crystal structure changes the wavelength of light passing through. We see it as the stone's color. Got its own name. Pink emerald was also discovered here. Can you imagine who funded this dig and many of their others? J.P. Morgan the banker.
Right.
So they named it Morganite. Yeah, that's how these stones got their names. And in Southern California, we have this rich history of these two gemstones being found here by this famous company, like a world-renowned company.
Right.
So yeah, it's just, and all along these hills, you can find insane things. I found 182 gram morganite in the center of the road. You know, you never know what you'll find. There's natural alluvial erosion. There's, we had Tiffany & Co. We had the last Empress of China. Anything that wasn't pink, they threw over. They couldn't bring it back. So to this, there's the Elizabeth R right there. Roland Reed started Portal 1, and then we're in Portal 2. We actually connected. So,
and that's where you're talking about, you do the S turns through the, through the vein.
That's exactly where we're at. So the last Empress of China was here. She's obsessed with pink tourmaline. She actually spent China's defense budget on it before the Japanese occupation. And anything that wasn't pink, if it had a green or blue cap, they would break it off. There was a girl that did our Pala Chief dig a month and a half ago. She actually found one of the caps. It was a green cap, I believe, with just a little residue of pink at the bottom.
What?
Yeah.
And that was what the Empress had. She only wanted the pink, so she knocked the caps.
Knocked it off and sent just the pink back. Yeah. So it's crazy the impact we have.
Oh, I see a cap in the middle of the road. No, I'm only kidding.
I got something else real cool to show you too. We got surface workings all over too. There's dozens up here. We have lifetimes of mining. My morganite came out of the road right here.
Really?
Yeah. This is the first road you walk down, the last one you walk up at the end of the day if you do this dig.
Wow.
That's our ocean view, by the way. You can see the light reflecting off the water, that last layer. When the sunset happens, you'll actually see the reds, oranges, pinks, all those colors shine off it.
Wow.
Alright, we're going to do something fun real quick. Let's just flip this around. Step out for a moment. Right here, this is where kunzite and morganite were discovered. We have photos in the Miners Inn of the Tiffany & Company miners standing in front of this before there were tunnels. And then we have George Kuntz. He came here in 1907 from New York, standing in front of that hole right there. We mostly have equipment and rats in there, so we're going to step into this one real quick. But you can see how this was all hand dug. Feldspar has a perfect cleavage plane, so every time they chipped it off, it'd break off in these pieces with these flat lines, you know? So watch your heads. Everything in here was pretty much pastry. You can see how unpredictable pegmatite is, how it splits, it goes off. It's not like a quartz vein that's gonna follow a fault line, you know, which is very predictable. You can use your compass and follow a quartz vein. There's a lot of hit or miss kind of stuff. And something I like to point out while we're in here, a lot of this rock you'll recognize from the feed dig. We blow this up to get our equipment in, and people always wonder what crystals end up in our feed dig if we're cleaning out our pockets. So in the paste streaks, there's a whole bunch of little pockets here and there. It's just the bubbles that magma created. But then on top of that, we have satellite pockets, which are just above the paste streak. And you can see how meticulous the old timers were. They basically sniped these. You get really rich gemstones out of these. And they went for the extra effort of actually reaching in here and prying everything out. That's a lot of work. If you see how many of these there are and the work they did just to get in here. So, you know, it's just, there's a lot to it. And this is exactly what gets blown up for the feed dig. And you can recognize some of the stuff, the microcline. See how big these silica little lines are? Normally they're microscopic or just a touch bigger, but you can imagine how big the crystals were that came out of here based off of this. Got some black tourmaline up here. Little scaly, you know, a little dangerous.
Let me ask a question. Of
course.
So when you hit a pocket, and let's say there's just beautiful specimens, do you keep them in the store? I think I remember you telling me something about if
Goes to the miners split. The miners get to split them,
right?
Put them in equally, roughly equal sections,
right?
And they draw numbers,
right?
And then you get that number, and they just split it that way.
And if you hit a huge pocket, didn't I hear you say one time something about that people come in the next day and buy this stuff?
Oh, we actually sell stuff pretty immediately to a list of private collectors.
Right.
So if we get something killer, we'll just make some phone calls. We'll have that sold in 10, 20 minutes. If it's like a really like world-class specimen, you know.
And how often does a world-class specimen come out of these?
Not as often as you'd like.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, we get a lot of quartz though. Quartz pays the bills. But yeah, this is literally where kunzite and morganite first came out into the world.
Right out of this hole.
Yeah. And then all these connect. This whole upper area connects from left to right. And then the furthest one over there has a vertical scope to the lower section. So you can like you can go in that and walk all the way through, go down, and come out the bottom of the mountain. Yeah, it's insane. So this is the Miners Inn. We rent this out. It's really great for a getaway, but it's big enough for 3 couples. There's 2 pull-out sofa beds. So you can split the bill and it's like nothing. You get a discount on digs. You got our ocean view. All the sunsets take place that way. You got mineral specimens in there, historic photos. We have the original mine claim up on the wall in there for the Pala Chief. Just really killer experience. Cool. A lot of fun. You hear music from the casino. It's cool. It's another world up here. Just gives you a whole new facet to the experience.
That's awesome.
Isn't it? Pegmatite's very unpredictable.
Right.
There is a section of peg right here. They just burrowed right straight through. But if you look right here, we actually have a pocket, and we paid a guy to put some of this back in for us to kind of recreate it. But this is how pockets are. There's quartz crystals pointing all out from all sides. And they're usually junky where they meet up with the rock and nicer on the inside. The free floaters are a little nicer. All of our gems are silicates, so quartz is in every pocket. Usually the top of the pocket's gonna have more quartz. The middle's gonna have like shiny, shimmery feldspar, and your barrels will be kind of around and below that. And then when things like lapidolite or montmorillonite go off, you find things like tourmalines, kunzite, stuff like that. But this is pretty much what the pocket was. And you can imagine the magma coming through. You can see the metamorphism it created when it made that turbulent bubble to make this pocket. This is literally from the event of this pocket being created. You know, there's all this manganese up in here, so there was definitely morganites.
Right here.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
You know, you see the
Well, you can
remnants
see
of
the
pocket
quartz
mud.
crystals in the rough.
Yep. Isn't that incredible?
Absolutely.
And then it just shoots straight through here, and then you can get into the other tunnel up on that side. But it's just all broken apart. And quartz veins will do that. They'll shift along fault lines and things. But pegmatite is just completely unpredictable. I mean, you can find it all over, just all these different directions. It could drop straight down. It's a very exciting thing to mine, especially if you love detective work. You know?
And I know you were working out at the helping the folks down below. Do you yourself ever get to go in and pull quartz pockets apart, or are you part? So you're part of that too, huh?
Yeah, I get to help out on Tuesdays usually.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I have to help out at the feed dig mostly, but I get to come in on Tuesdays, help drill and do all that. It's part of the learning process to be trained to actually get to be one of the...
Get in there and be a miner.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, good luck. I hope that you... And is that a goal of yours, is to be...
Yeah.
So what's the other dig, and where's it located?
That's the Pala Chief.
Right.
We actually have our first meeting right up here.
Right.
And then you're just let loose on this mountainside.
Go down the side of the
hill. So if you
hill.
want to come check right here with me
Sure,
and look down
love
this
to.
mountainside. These are all the old mine dumps. Like we have the old mine dump over here. The Chinese miners, they were tossing stuff down the side. See, there's old tailings here. There's like a whole big thing of it. And then everywhere, every berm, I've been in the bushes and found things.
Oh, so this whole... Okay, I see.
All the way down.
I've been in the bushes.
Yeah.
I can just see you rooting through the bushes. That's
100%.
And that's where you're going to find the cool stuff, because nobody else goes in the bushes.
Exactly.
Okay, we won't tell anybody that, right?
Yeah, that's not going on YouTube, right?
No, that's
Bleep that.
incredible.
Pretend I said something.
Yeah, something different.
Unfavorable.
Yeah, I just need to get down this hill and start digging.
You see where all these, you can go in these and come around, and then there's a stope right here. You go in right to the right, goes straight down to the next tunnel. So this whole thing's connected. It's a great view over here too. That's where that motorcycle track is. You can watch all their stuff.
Wow.
But you don't have the 4 hours of getting out of the parking lot.
Oh, man.
That whole road, whole McGee Road will line up from the back entrance. Just people trying to get out. They had 3 car accidents last time.
Oh, man.
Trying to turn off onto the 76. This was the Knickerbocker claim over here. It was uneventful even back in the day, so no one minds it. But every so often I'll clean some of their old junk out. Like if some of the bushes die, I can pull some of their old equipment they left from 50 years ago. That's my place. That's where the magic happens.
Nice.
Yo, MTV Cribs.
Yo, for real.
That is the MTV crib.
But something I want to point out, since I've been living here, something I noticed. Look right here on the ground. Do you see that little thing? There's actually a hole that goes down into the tunnel there. And some of the guys have found kunzites right in my front yard here. Because this is part of the old stuff. They bring stuff up here, spread it out, separate it. But that full on goes to the tunnel. The tunnels fully go past my trailer. And you can even, there's one right up here too. Right by my...
Is it an air tunnel, or is it...
Yeah. See, there it is. So it's just like a little air.
Right.
So just go back when they blast and stuff. That's all there's a top.
So when they blast, you see a puff. Yeah, cool.
And then this is Jeff's house. That's his chicken coop, solar stuff, all that. But Lisa, she just built her house up here. She owns the goddess claim. So Jeff owns the whole mountain except this part right over this edge. The original tunnel goes under the road. I'll point it out. So the tunnel entrance, the original one's right over there. We'll kind of see it in a second. Oh, right there. So the tunnel goes just right under the road right there and through to the other side. So together they have the whole mountain, and I hear that's about 50 acres.
Wow.
Yeah. And then beautiful views, 360 all over. We got fields up here because the ground's so rich. People are growing avocados. There's vineyards, oranges,
Grapefruits and lemon, yeah.
So much stuff. All right, we're almost back. I got just 2 more things to point out. So over here on our left, we have a surface working just like the other side. We did get some edged aquamarines and some dark green tourmalines out of here. And you can see where we stopped, but I like to use this as a demonstration. You can see pegmatite right there, but we know it's going to be 3, 4, 5, maybe more blasts before we get anywhere. How do we know that? It's super simple. I'm going to teach you right now. Step 1, the peg is just too clean. It's literally granite. It's feldspar, silica, and black tourmaline. That's it. There's no manganese, there's no montmorillonite, there's no pocket mud, there's no lepidolite. Nothing that tells me there's going to be gemstones. Now with pegmatite, even though there's no gemstones, there still could be a quartz pocket. But how do I know there's no quartz pocket? Same thing as when we were in that little tunnel with that recreated pocket. There's no metamorphism. When that magma comes up and creates those pockets, there's metamorphic rock all around it. There's slight metamorphism in there, but that's from the pockets that were before it. So we can tell just from how clean it is and the lack of metamorphism around it, there's not going to be a pocket or gemstones there. So it's literally that simple.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the tunnel above the road there, that's the northernmost producing pegmatite on this property. The old timers got some really ugly quartz and some pale aquas out of there. But what I find fascinating about it is you step out of that tunnel where you're hard rock mining and complex granite pegmatite, you go right up on top. That's that change in geology I was talking about to the native granite. You can find rose quartz up there, which is an evaporant mineral. You know, when water brings silica and manganese into something porous, usually limestone, but in this case, feldspar, it evaporates, you get left with rose quartz masses. And then we also have pyrite up in here, which is an indicator of gold. The sulfur in the pyrite actually made gold a liquid at 600 degrees in a hydrothermal vent, and then it separates as the gold solidifies. And the sulfur attaches to iron, you get your iron sulfide, which is a pyrite.
Got it.
Has the gold ion in it. That's what gives it the color. And they actually found a way to get that gold out now through electrolysis. So, yeah, I might go up there someday and just try to pan for some gold or something, see what happens.
Nice, yeah.
You know?
Thank you so much, brother.
Hope you had fun.
Oh,
You know, had a blast.
Killer.
And that's Steve in the Mine
Steve the Miner.
on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
Information on the pay digs, location, his Instagram and TikTok, and some other stuff will be down in the description section below. Dude, I can't thank you enough.
Hey, it was my pleasure. It was great to meet you. A lot of fun.
Thank you, brother. All right, Jim.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, so
There's a tub here
yeah, so we went to the Oceanview
and a
Mine.
rhino here.
Yeah, there's Rhino. We went to the Oceanview Mine today and got a tour, which is what this video is going to be about, or was about. And we bought a $100 what would we call it? Grab bag, goodie bag. So they sell these bags for $100.
Tailings.
And this is right out of the pile that you dig from when you go there.
Crystal pay dirt.
Crystal pay dirt or tourmaline pay dirt. So it's a pay dirt bag. And we have,
I see you got 2 big sacks over there. What do you got?
yeah, we got a couple of them. Yep. We'll see what happens. I've bought these bags before, and I've been pleasantly surprised. We'll see what happens. What we're going to do is we're going to screen them through 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, and 3/8 inch screens. The rest will fall down on here. We have water below. We'll clean them. We'll just see what we get.
Dude, awesome.
You guys ready for this?
Yeah. It's all your show, Rhino.
It's the rhino show.
Kind of excited.
Oh, handsome Rhino.
We'll do handfuls out of this thing.
All right. Or, you know what? Or do you want to just pour like 1/2 in and see what?
Whoa,
All right.
you know, it's a little...
That's something. No, that's mica. Never mind.
Yeah, I could get sneaky in there.
Yeah, it's flashy.
Black tourmaline.
Let's go with them.
Oh, heck, pour some in there, Ryan.
I'm teasing too much? All right.
You're teasing too much. We got to cut
What
to the
is
chase
this?
here. Let's go.
Is this pigmentite?
We'll do 3 pours each bag, so a third of the bag. I'll help a little bit. We'll cut a couple of these bigger rocks out.
Is that the pegmatite or whatever?
Yeah, this is peg, I think, and this has got some, it's actually very close to like granite. Looks very similar to granite. And again, we need to wash it to really look it over good. There we go. Go ahead and siphon it there, Ryan.
Oh, whoa.
Siphoning.
That's a sweetheart.
Whoa, where'd you just pick that out of there?
Yeah, this is right there.
Stop it. You're kidding.
Yeah.
Let me,
A little piece of aquamarine.
oh, that's not a perfect.
Yeah, the aquamarine is sick.
Well, so far so good.
Beautiful.
Okay, so where do you want to put those? Set them
I
down
think
over
we
here?
could set them right here for now.
All right.
So we get a little collection going on the side
Wow.
until we get.
So that.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna show these off if you don't mind.
Yeah, whatever
go
you
ahead.
need to do.
Can't believe we're already picking something out of there.
I'll just put them there.
How many times have you bought this?
I've actually bought probably a half dozen bags, and I'm always pleasantly surprised. You never know. And remember, the tailings come from different areas of the mine. And it
okay.
could be, you could have a lot of tourmalines in one bag, you could have a lot of crystal in the other, quartz crystals in the other bag.
Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a piece of quartz. I thought this was all from where they were dumping that
No,
stuff.
this is, well, you know, this is tailing bag, and I think it's random.
Stuff out of
All
there.
right, so let's set that aside, Ryan, and then we'll wash it and see what comes
Yeah,
out.
we'll
after
wash that after we check all the bottom stuff.
What do we got there?
What is that? That's cool little conglomerate and stuff. It's nothing special, but I like
we
it.
need
Oh,
to
it's a
get
black
that.
tourmaline right there.
Yeah, it's black tourmaline, but it's, you know, it looks like the start of something.
The start of something. All right, I like it. Set that aside. Shake that one out. Set it aside before you pick through it, and let's wet it, then pick through it, like you do at the mine.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Let's
So you shake it more?
Yeah, try to
shake all the smalls out of there.
classify it.
So I'll move these here since we're gonna play with the water.
There you go. Set them off to the side.
Oh,
You see something?
I
don't wanna know.
think so.
Don't tell me.
I don't think so, but it's.
Let me tell you another
There's a
little
lot of-
secret. Not a
lot of-
secret, but when I do this, my wife moved the bucket one time, Rhino. My wife goes through here with the tweezers out in the sun, and she finds all kinds of little tourmalines and morganites and yeah, all kinds of goodies in
Y'all
there. You
are
can't see
tripping.
it now, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
not gonna dunk that right now because that'll just cloud our water.
Yeah, we want to keep the water fairly clean, so I'll move this aside, and you can go ahead, Rhino, and do the rinse and see what we come up with.
This is the small stuff. Some pinks in there.
And some black tourmaline.
Oh boy.
If you guys see anything, go ahead.
Yeah.
Metal lapidarites, but those are all over
know
the
what?
ground over there.
Little pink.
Looks like a piece of tourmaline, yeah.
Tourmaline. That's worth keeping.
Setting aside, yeah.
I guess you just collect a whole jar of them and sell the jar on a necklace for $20.
I mean,
Yeah.
the small stuff, you're gonna find a lot of little pickings. Okay.
Mind if I wet this green one you
No,
found?
please.
Aquamarine? Yeah, go for it.
It's not a super high grade, but it looks pretty cool to me.
Yeah.
Here, and
Some Y-Rapper kid would have a great time with this.
absolutely.
And this crystal is really cool. I'm not
Hey, why don't we
buy that
dump
one.
all of the remnants down in the bottom of this, or no, Rhino?
Nah. Let's keep it separated.
I see
Whoa, look at
something.
this.
You see
I see something shining at me.
What is this?
What is it? Let me
It's
see.
like red, it's falling apart.
Ooh.
It's a Flintstone pebble.
Wow, what is that?
Pebble. What'd you find?
I don't know. I'm not.
For sure, a little piece of tourmaline.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
That's a beautiful piece. Look at that green. Look at that green. I love it.
Little pink.
Can I see that?
Sure can.
$2. No, just kidding.
That's sweet.
This is really, really better done in the sunlight. You can it really pops, but this is working. Oh,
Little piece of.
Something here. Let's rinse it off in the water.
A little tourmaline, not too fine grade, but another green piece.
Like you say, a wire wrapper's dream.
Beautiful.
Well, so far the best thing I've seen is the piece
No, we
that
got a
David
lot of little-
pulled right out of there, which is the quartz crystal.
Purples and pinks that can be collected and whatever. I like the crystals,
Oh, me too.
Me too.
you know. So there's a little piece of, looks like quartz.
Oh yeah, a little blade.
A little blade of quartz, nothing gigantic. Another little piece of quartz. Let's just put this aside. All right, I think this piece is good. Let's throw all these aside so I can go through it later.
Yeah, because we're gonna do a live video. We're gonna do a live
video and see what else we got.
Absolutely.
Let me watch this one. I kind of
Yes, maybe there's something here, and I'll watch.
We
these
plan
two
on
real
doing a
quick.
live video showing off a bag, but we only have one set of those grades.
You can see some tourmaline in there, and it's just basically a piece of, looks like kind of granite.
Oh, look at this big pinky popped out.
Ooh.
more of that red.
Ooh.
Look at that. What is this?
Okay. Looking here.
Oh yeah, look at the black. Is that black tourmaline
Yeah, or maybe green.
or green? That's
So
nice.
we're getting big specimen pieces, which, oh, and there's your purple there, your favorite color, pink on the other end with,
Smoky quartz,
oh man,
Mepilite,
wow.
tourmaline.
So that one's a good one. You can say, let's set the big ones over here to save more room, if you want.
Too late.
I want to see a new one. No, them ones go in, but I mean the real big ones, we'll set them aside.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Rhino. Well, you're good.
So yeah, our first little picking's not too bad, not too shabby.
Yeah, that is a sweet
I
one.
like it. We gonna do the dirt.
We'll do that afterwards. Yeah, that's just.
Well, no, I mean put that on top so we.
Oh, yes, I'm
catch
sorry.
the fines.
Yeah,
We
to
could-
keep
we
our
could
water
s-
clear.
A little bit, so it's
All
not
right, so
funky.
this isn't a 45-minute video. Let's do a big dump.
big dump.
Big dump.
is coming.
And we'll make it longer on the live, you know?
Sure.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Off rip.
Oh,
Oh,
wait a minute.
I see a couple pieces of quartz. I love quartz.
Oh, me too.
Look at that, right on top.
Oh, look at.
Look at.
We're
wanna start-
all grabbing.
I want to start.
Mugging up Rhino's crystals.
Yeah.
That I see another. Look at that. That's just
Oh,
like
that's
a
citrine.
glass.
They do have citrine there.
That
What
is
was the lady?
citrine.
Who was the lady who had the big one around the
That was the owner's sister.
Lisa.
Lisa.
She, I guess her husband found a piece there, faceted it.
She had the piece. He's a fastener, and he faceted for her.
Yeah, and it won Best in Show, I believe.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's a sweetie. I love natural
quartz.
citrine.
Not again.
I can't even shake no more.
What happened?
Look what's on top.
Oh, you're scaring me. I'm like, what? Did something fly off?
Do you see something here? Oh no.
That's sweet.
That is beautiful. I love it. Beautiful.
It almost looks like it
Wow.
can be cut.
Yes, it could.
Yeah, another-
Well, I can say this much. This is a nice bag so far.
very
I don't know the value of tourmaline and such, but I mean, looks like you're getting your money's worth with it. Look at that smoky.
beautiful. Smoke.
Should have bought a bag.
Well, we're going to share with you, brother.
Oh, you don't owe me anything.
Here, I'm gonna pull these off the big ones just to clear out the area.
I think those big ones are gonna be another little quartz.
Jackpot!
Wait, I see another one. Look at this. Beautiful. Nice little point. Nice
Goodness.
terminated.
Well, we need to get that stuff rinsed off and take a good look at all those goodies.
So it's tailings that they're.
I'm sorry.
This is tailings that they're bagging up.
Well, this is the same. So if you go pay to dig, this is the same stuff This comes out of the same pile that you don't get to dig through. So this is just like a to-go bag of what you would,
stuff that you'd be pulling.
right, the same stuff that you would be if you went down to the mine.
Okay, I didn't catch that.
Okay, so found some other little cool pieces down in there. You see what we got going on there, Dave? See anything special?
Oh, I can right there, boom.
Right there, it says boom.
That's a nice piece, but I think a little bit more to your right.
You pull it out. Where's it? What are you
look at this
talking
thing.
about?
This is beautiful.
Oh, look at that. Bada bing.
That's beautiful.
Tourmaline, right?
Tourmaline.
Your big old fingers are in the way for me.
Green
Oh yeah, I can see.
Tourmaline.
Goodness.
That's awesome.
And then right next to it, a little barrel of Aquamarine.
How gemmy? Oh, it looks pretty gemmy.
That's pretty. I love Aquamarine. It's one of my favorites.
Wow.
Let's put that one aside too.
Okay, Rhino, let's dip it.
All right, sorry.
Stop picking. I know you're gonna find more.
No, I get to enjoy it.
I'm
No,
trying
it's all
to.
good. Yeah, we
I'm
can take
trying
our time. Yeah, that's good.
to enjoy. Yes, there is a lot of that.
This one doesn't really look like a cutter, but it's still pretty.
I'm trying to stay back, but I can't.
Yeah, your legs
I
are
see another little piece of aqua.
Really? Oh boy.
Just a little sliver.
Oh, that's cool. It's like a cap.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Well, this is just a good example of what you can get in the $100 bag that you take, and what you can get from digging right on site.
Right on site, another little piece of aqua.
The lady, the gift shop there
Right?
was selling the Sifting for $3 a gram. That's probably a good, I don't know, 15 grams. So it does.
So that pays for half of the.
What is it?
Well, 15 times 3 is 45.
Yeah, my bad.
So that's about half of what we paid for the bag.
All right, I'm gonna.
Oh, wait! I was heading there.
No, it's okay.
It's Micah.
You'll have more fun digging through it.
Yeah, and we'll do it when it's rinsed. Here, I'll help on this one.
So it's stealing all Rhino's fun.
Okay, you do it. You're right. My back hurts.
I'm sorry, Jim. I didn't mean
It's
to.
okay. This is great fun. 3 grown men in here giggling. I love it.
Jeez, yeah, right.
I mean, there's so much. I bet you there's so much little. Little piece of tourmaline right there.
Voila.
Right there. Dirty ants.
Oh, it's a nice little green guy.
Little green guy. I mean, there's tons of stuff like that in here. I mean, you
I
can
wouldn't
pick
say
here
tons,
for.
tons is not the correct word, but okay.
But yeah, there is a lot.
Come
I
on.
love it.
So, at the mine, there was a section of, what do they call it?
All right.
The Tourmaline Queen. And they said the road is paved with.
Oh yeah, he was talking. And of course that's going to be in this video. Or is this going to lead into the video?
I'm going to put this at the end.
Okay, so they've already seen it. So the road is literally paved with all these goodies. Wow, look at our little, and it's not clean yet. And you know what? Here, hand me that spray bottle there, right? And let me move this for you.
We'll do a big look at the end.
Oh, okay.
Do this one real quick because there's a lot more still to sift through. Oh yeah, look at all the black tourmaline.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
There is a ton of stuff in here. What are you talking
Well, a ton is 2,000 pounds, I believe.
about? Not literally a ton.
I understand.
Jeez. All right, let's put this aside. I know
Oh,
there's
boy.
stuff in here.
I wonder if they ever find any amethyst over there. I never.
I haven't seen any.
You would know. I think they talk about it or you'd see it on display.
I don't think they do because I took a picture of the stuff that they pull out of there and I didn't see any amethyst because I like amethyst too. So
Me too.
let's do a quick dip on this.
Oh, I'm supposed to be cleaning
It's
these.
smoky and citrine's pretty cool.
See some of those, yeah.
this would be a fun gift for somebody.
Totally.
But I guess you'd kind of have to buy somebody the sifters. What are those run?
See a lot of Jimmy stuff in here.
These are about $15 to $20 a piece. These different classifiers, and you know, I think if you just did handful at a time, heck, you could use a dang dish pan.
Yeah, a little spaghetti sifter.
Yeah.
I'm just going quick through this stuff so we can get through the whole bag.
Well, I appreciate you. I feel bad. Like, you have another bag for yourself, right?
Yeah.
Cool, because I don't,
Hey.
you know what I mean? I don't want you to lose, I don't want you to not have any fun for what you paid for, you know?
Hey, this is great fun.
But I just deeply appreciate you right now letting me sit here and film you and rush you in not too much of a hurry. I don't think anybody watching would mind you taking your time. The lapidolite's cool. Stabilize it. And you can cut it into tabs and it'll be amazing.
I'd like to try that. I've never done that.
The lapidolite where I live doesn't really have to be stabilized because it grows with barrel. Really? It grows with a lot of barrel. And which kind of naturally stabilizes it, turns it pink. Oh, this is a nice kunzite.
Yeah, nice little piece.
And that should have the,
There's some, no, it's chippy, but it's not. Jeez.
Yeah, stabilize it. You can tumble it, lapidolite. Cool. Stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of the stuff from Taos is too soft.
See, I like the stuff like that too because you got a little purple in there. Like the colors on that.
Sometimes around the world when there's the soft mineral grade tourmaline inside of lapidolite, they call it rubellite.
oh, I've heard of that, yeah.
And it is a tourmaline.
Oh, cool.
Oh, those are cool. Those little aquamarines there.
Yeah. Where did you go?
Is that a blade of kunzite? Sure enough.
Yeah, there's.
This is fun. I'm trying not to pick them out for you because I don't want to.
No, go for it. There's a lot.
You're part of this thing here, Dave. Everything's
It's like
good,
just a
bro.
rusty quartz, but look at that. This one has a little bit of the watermelon. They do get watermelon tourmaline over there, where it's pink on the inside, green on the outside.
And I have found some.
Oh yeah, we've definitely got it.
I've
Here's
found
one.
some last time I
well,
was here.
it's working on it. It might be deeper inside, but
Oops. Those go the pieces. Yeah. It's cool.
Wow.
I like this stuff too. Oh, well,
They're dropping through.
they're falling through.
And always,
I
we
think
go
we
through the
got
tub, we go through the extras.
Yes. We
Like
do
I
this
said,
more than
my
once.
wife just loves going through the little stuff. She just has a blast. Okay, right on. We got the final hurrah here coming up. The end of the bag.
The end of the bag.
coup de grace.
Let's see what we
Is that the right? You got the screens in the right order? Let me flip the bottom.
Yeah,
up.
I got them.
Great.
Can I have the little?
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, let me get that.
Oh, I can't.
Here, let me have it. I got it. Oh boy.
Dirt on there.
That's our special dirt.
Sure. There's some in there.
Oh, I guarantee it. Look at you two. Playing in the sandbox.
All right, last pour.
Okay, this is the grand
Final,
finale.
the bottom of the bag.
I'm, as much as you've gotten there, I'm doubting we see anything super good. I hope we do.
Let's do a slow pour. See what we got.
Slow reveal.
I'm hiding.
And you get to keep the bag.
And you got a bag. If you can,
Put it all back in the bag.
If it floods, you got a sandbag.
What you got there? Oh, see a little bit more quartz.
Well, that's another citrine.
Is it citrine?
Yeah, it is. Looks like it.
Oh, I thought it was quartz.
Well, citrine is a quartz.
Look at that. Look at that. That's the tip.
What is that?
That has to be Tourmaline. I don't know. It's so glassy though. It has none of that. Can I put that stuff? Oh, you know what?
So, yeah, the video crashed while we were going through it. Sorry, folks, but these are all the goodies that Rhino got. Lots of beautiful pieces. Oh, where's that? Yeah, this is probably one of my favorites here. And the citrine. There's 3 more bags, but we're gonna save some of the fun for a live video, which would have already happened by the time you watch this video. I can't thank Rhino enough for letting us peek into his findings. Thank you, Jim and Rhino, for taking me out.
You're welcome. Thanks for letting us.
We actually weren't gonna go, and then we did it anyway, and it couldn't have been better timing. Brian Bussey was there, the gentleman from Prospectors. This little tiny gummy right here. That's a sweet pea. That one would cut fantastically. And in my opinion, the citrine would facet.
Agreed.
That looks like a piece of glass right there.
It's just like tumbled Budweiser bottle or something.
Oh my goodness.
No, it's
light Budweiser light bottles. How's that?
Thank you, gentlemen.
You're welcome. We had a blast.
Thanks, Rhino.
Oh yeah, no problem.
We'll go again.
It's beautiful.
That was fun.